Game two. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. What's up, everybody? Game 2 is in the books. First dub of the season, even though, kind of a make-believe game. I don't want to call them make-believe games. They're preseason games, but a dub nonetheless. Welcome to Bull Run Sports. We're doing a post-game live stream, as we will be doing all year long, all season long. So if you want to make sure that you stay on top every time we do one of these, stay on top of it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come hang out with us. So lots and lots of good stuff coming out of this game. We're still waiting on my man Tricky. He'll be here shortly. He's out there doing the domesticated thing. He's handling business, so he'll be popping in here shortly. And we got a bit of a new thing that we're trying out here. If you guys want to actually call in and join the live stream, you can do so. If you have some comments regarding the regarding the game, we'd love to hear from you. So yeah. Great game. Again, win. Let me get the score. I think it was 2017. I want to pull up some stats here because I got some notes, believe it or not. Houston Texans. Got some notes. 20-12 is what it was. We'll save the bulk of it from when my man decides when he's able to join us. But just some really good good insights, good stuff happening. So we'll see. I'm waiting for there he is. Look at that. Good stuff, man. Can you hear me?
Yo.
What's happening? My man sliding into home today. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this Houston Texans win over Pittsburgh Steelers 20-12. I got you loud and clear, brother, by the way, just in case. I know you set up.
What's going down?
Nothing much, man. What's good?
Man, still trying to process this game, man. What's up, bro? You
trying to process the game.
Trying to process it, man. What's up? You got us laid in, man. What's
up?
Man,
we're rocking and rolling, baby.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
What I'm saying?
Dog, this is a yin and yang thing, bro. This is the dynamic duo.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
That's it.
We hold it down.
Yeah.
What's your feelings, man?
Great game. I actually took some notes, even though I missed a little bit of the second quarter. I had to go pick up dinner. So I missed a little bit of the second quarter, but I caught the third and the fourth. And then I had to run downstairs because I don't know if you follow wrestling. Well, you got girls, so you don't. Not to say that they can't watch wrestling because Mila watches.
Goddamn, bro! That's sexist as shit.
That was super. Yeah, that was super sexist. That was very cisgender, white male of me to do. But yeah. So my kids, all three of them, my two boys and my girl, they're super into wrestling right now. So I don't know if you keep up with all the goings on of the WWE.
No, we don't. I was fucking with it. I just wanted to call you a sexist. They don't keep up with it at all.
So the stereotype is true then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Roman Reigns came back during SummerSlam, and so today was when he was going to come back out and talk some more shit. And so I wanted to catch that with the boys. They were super pumped about that. But yeah, man, I got some notes. I know you were running around, but you still caught the game.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Not gonna miss the game, baby.
Yeah, man. That's good. So yeah, I got some notes. Super pumped. I've been waiting to jump on to talk my shit about my
Let's
guy.
go. So yo, I don't know. Like obviously I missed the lead in, man. But hey, if you're on the live stream, you're watching us right now. Guys, jump in with us.
Yeah,
Feel
jump in.
free. This is what we're doing.
The
This
link
the
here.
experimental deal
That's right.
that we're doing. Come on, talk your shit. Like there's no need to just watch and listen and observe. Don't sit on the sideline. Click the link and jump in the stream with
And
us.
join us.
Feel free.
Check the wrist though. I got the
Bro, you know what? I actually have one just like that. Somebody got it for me as a gift, man.
well, Texans watch. Yeah, I didn't have this one for a minute.
That's yeah, bro.
I've had it
Hey,
for a minute.
you got to rep. You got to
Yeah,
rep,
man.
bro. What's up, man? You wanna get into it? You wanna jump right in?
We could definitely get into it. We could definitely get into it.
Man.
So I'll start off with something.
All right, what you got?
Dameon Pierce, trash.
Bro.
Trash.
Woo! Man.
Trash.
You ain't never lied. That was
4 carries, 4 yards.
Bro.
Trash.
Bro. That was one of the things that we talked about, right? That we
Yep.
wanted to see going into the game. How was Dame going to handle his first team reps? How was he going to interact with the offensive line? Was he going to find the holes? Was he going to have the vision? Was he going to improve off of his disappointing year last year? And he did not.
He did none of that. His vision was horrible. He did not run the ball right.
No.
He looked like he was so lost.
Yeah. Yeah, people want to make excuses, because I've seen some chatter on Twitter saying that it was just plugged in the middle. He didn't have any run lanes. Come on, man, we got to stop making excuses for this boy. And Omar, we'll talk about we'll kind of go in progression or whatever. We'll get back to it. I would dare say, I know it may not be 100% fair. I would dare say, give Cam Akers those reps, man. Give Cam Akers those reps. Cam Akers is slippery. I know you're a big Dare Ogunbowale guy, but man, Cam Akers is looking like that guy.
Yeah. Akers had some really good catches. Reception wise, I think he did pretty well. 3 catches, 24 yards, and then on the run, 6 runs, 17 yards. It's a pretty solid output from Cam Akers
in a very limited time.
Yeah. He didn't have much time. I think he was only in there the second half. I think he did.
Yeah, I mean, after how long? I don't even really know, man. It's hey, it's Cam Akers over Dameon Pierce for me right now, man. It's one of those things. I'm sure they'll come out and be like, "Oh, as fans, of course, it looks different. Like he had a better output, different defense that he was going against, blah blah blah." But it passed the eye test to me. Cam Akers obviously is coming off of injuries and things like that. But dude, it's like he's like the greased up deaf guy in Family Guy, bro. Like you can't get him down. He's just slippery. It's nice.
Yeah, greased up deaf guy is such an unsung hero on Family Guy.
No, that's what we gotta call him that. But we gotta start the movement. We'll call him Cam Akers.
That's the next shirt. Guy. That's the next shirt. Greased up deaf guy with Cam Akers jersey on. That'll be it. That's the next shirt. Greased up deaf guy. So I have Dameon Pierce, garbage. Obviously, you mentioned him a little bit. My man Dare getting in the end zone. I was loving it. I was lit.
He looked good doing that.
Yeah,
he looked, bro. He hit the hole on the touchdown play. He hit the hole decisively. With power, with speed, got in there. I mean, that's what you want to see. Dame looks indecisive. He looks timid. He looks scared. It's weird, man.
You think it's in his head now?
Hell yeah, it's in his head, bro. All that stupid ass hair. He's not getting oxygen to his brain. It's
yeah, man. I think it's in his head now, man. He's he didn't have a good showing the first time around. This first game, second game, not any better. No. And then the young guys are outpacing him, unfortunately, right? The new guys are outpacing him. That's not what you want.
Akers.
That's not what you want, man. If you're
No.
trying to fight for a roster spot, that's not what you want.
Yeah, I think, man, I would dare say, Nick has to make a tough decision, bro.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
trying to win a Super Bowl.
I agree.
Obviously, we haven't been able to see Joe Mixon. We know Joe Mixon is going to ball whenever he does come around. But look, Omar, I think that the only reason we got Cam Akers in here in the first place is because Joe Mixon got hurt. Now that
Right.
he's here, man, he's not just a warm body.
Right.
In the Texans training camp, he's showing, he's proven that he's better than our number 2 option. I think that he really needs to challenge Damian Pierce for that playing time, man.
I
mean,
agree.
he looks like he deserves it. He's balling. That's my main takeaway from this game, Omar. For me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a big one, right? I mean, we highlighted that in our preview of the game, right? Was the running back position. The other thing that stood out to me, and you tell me how you feel. Dale is the Flash. He absolutely earned every bit of that nickname.
Yes.
The kid was explosive. It's like one of those things, man, where it's like, what you got, right? You haven't seen it in a while. It's like when I look at my Corvette, sometimes I'll be sitting out there, I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna sell it. I don't really drive it that much. It's cool, but it's just sitting there. And then I go out and I drive it, and I'm like, oh, that's right.
It's
That's
fast.
right. I remember why I like this car. So that's how Tank Dell is.
Tank Dell
has been on the sideline for the second half. He was in. When did he get hurt? Week. I don't remember what week, but it was towards the end.
Too soon, whenever it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then he had the injury, and then he obviously had the unfortunate incident. And then things were looking kind of shaky there for him for a minute.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he comes out this game and does what we just know Tank Dell to do. I would even go as far as saying he looks faster. He looks stronger. I mean, he ran through, he's what, 180, 170 pounds?
Bro, yes. Yeah,
bulldozing guys on his way to the end.
Yeah.
So just nothing but positive stuff coming out from Tank Dell. We knew what he was going to do. We got a couple people in the house. Will's in the house. What's going on, man?
I definitely want to elaborate on that, man. Before I do, Will, who else was it that commented, man? Will, guys, I just want to reiterate again, if you're in the live stream, we're doing things different this live stream. We appreciate the commentary. Say watching CJ and Tank Connect like that brought me, what did it say? It dropped off before I could finish it. Hey, with the live stream, jump in with us. You don't just have to type.
If you want to jump in, yeah.
Click the link, jump in. We're doing this. It could be a complete train wreck. We don't care. We want to have fun. Everybody come chop it up, man. Just join in on the stream with us. So, we have those links available where you guys can click it, and don't be camera shy. I mean,
shy.
Look at us. We not the most
yeah. We definitely got faces for radio, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This is another good point. I forget, he's Will saying, I forgot how connected he and CJ were last year before he got that play got him hurt. I mean, he definitely, he's asking, could he be the steal of the Houston wide receivers? And I'm saying absolutely
100%.
yes.
100%.
Absolutely yes. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, he was a rookie, Omar.
Right.
Like all of last season was such it moved so fast. It was so mind-blowing. We didn't have time to catch our breaths and really understand what we had. We were hoping, we were like, okay, but is this sustainable? Is this sustainable? It was like in fantasy leagues, like people were like, should I play Tank Dell? Should I sit him on the bench? Because you didn't know if it was going to be every week type of deal.
And
now we see, now like you were saying, like your comparison or whatever, your analogies to cars. It's like, dude,
what you got.
We know we got a stud. We know we got a fast car. We know this is a consistent thing, especially with, I mean, you can't double team them. You can't double team anybody on this team. So it's it's pick your poison, man.
What's crazy is that just really quick to touch on that point that you just said, the announcers. Now, I'm not going to get into details on how I watched the game, right? Like my services that I use to watch the game, but I have the ability. I have the ability to watch on different channels the same
Yeah.
broadcast, let's just say. And I could watch the broadcast from different commentators, right? So
Yeah.
obviously, if you're here in Houston, you're watching it for the Houston broadcast. Broadcasters are going to be a little Houston centric, so on and so forth. I like watching it from the Pittsburgh broadcast.
Yeah, I don't think you're special, bro. I think that was.
I know, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm saying for this one in particular because I had the Pittsburgh commentary too.
Okay, good. So if you were listening to the Pittsburgh commentators, you listened to how many times they mentioned, who do you guard?
Yeah.
Who do you guard? They were talking about that. That was a talking point literally about 3 or 4 times throughout the entire game where they were literally saying, who do you guard? They have a 4-headed monster. Who do you guard?
You can't double team anyone. I mean, there's pick your poison, man. You know, so it was awesome. I want to, you know, before we honestly should have traded. Yeah, 100%, bro. Definitely should have, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
We loved Motor. Everyone loved Motor, man. He was such a great.
Kate Stover, we'll get to him in a second.
Kate Stover is not a sleeper. Kate Stover's not a sleeper at all. He's man, he's on the radar. He's awesome. Got that connection with CJ. You know,
look at that reference right there.
Did he bring up Owen Daniels?
He brought up OD.
Man, I can't give him that much credit just yet.
But
I would say maybe Schultz, you know, has some Owen Daniels.
That's a good
it's too early to tell, right? He's a rookie, but he's a damn good looking rookie so far, man. Really happy with K Stover. We talked about it, Omar. We knew that we were going to see a lot of K Stover this game, you know, because of injuries, because Brevin Jordan was out, Tegan Quintariano was out as well. So we knew we were going to get a hefty helping of K Stover today, and he did what he needed to do with his opportunities, man. 100%. But before we get into all that, and before somebody jumps in the live, Omar, I just want to talk quickly about that connection, you know, with CJ, with Tank, with these things, man. CJ, so surprise, news flash, right? I'm not blowing anybody away with breaking news. CJ is him, bro.
Yeah, he's that guy.
CJ is him. All right. Look,
I agree.
I just want everyone to understand what we witnessed. All right. Now, like we talked about, we knew we were going to see CJ for a drive or two, you know, and it happened just the way that we predicted, right, Omar? We said that if they can't put together, you know, that first drive, get in the end zone, see the things that they need to see, then they'll come back for another drive. And that's exactly what happened. CJ looked good as a non-understatement. He looked incredible. So when he came out for that second drive, man, we got down in the sticks. You get into that 3rd and 8 situation where he ended up tossing the TD. Bro, they were playing zone coverage. CJ is a genius when it comes to zone coverage, man. And next episode, man, we'll have the stats available to show you guys how CJ performed in zone coverage last year versus man coverage. But man, you can't. It's pick your poison with that, right? You know, he's a sophomore this season. You didn't expect the output that you had in these coverages with CJ. That pass was so pinpoint accurate. It's stupid.
Split two defenders. You're talking about the one to Dell, right?
Yes. Talk about knowing where your guy is, that anticipation, the pinpoint accuracy. I mean, just mind-blowingly numb.
That was a beautiful throw.
And this is the thing, Omar. People are keying in on the fact that, the guy's better versus zone, you know? So maybe we need to switch it up and play man. But guess what?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Guess what they did in the offseason? We got man beaters.
Right? Yeah.
Who the hell are you going to stop playing man again?
Pause, my boy. Pause.
We got man beaters. Bro. Who you going to stop playing man?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who you going to stop playing man? Good fucking luck. Okay? Good luck doing that. Going man coverage against Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and Stephon Diggs, man.
And then Diggs, and then Schultz, and then if we decide to run a two tight end set, we got
and then Joe Mixon coming out the backfield. Good luck, man. So it's just he has all of the. It is like we talk about these things, right? We rant and rave. We've been ranting and raving all off season about how good CJ is, why we're bringing in the pieces, and how good he's going to be. But then you get a reminder when you see it.
Right. When you see it, when it happens.
When you, bro, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is the reason why we made this fucking channel. This is the reason why we so hyped. This is the reason why we know we're about to win the Super Bowl, baby. You talk about wrestling, I'm getting
yeah. You go, you went a little Macho Man Randy Savage on me there for a second. Oh, yeah, brother.
This is it, man. We saw it firsthand, man. And it was great to see, bro. It was great to see, man.
It was. Yeah. So the other note that I have here, again, you just hit on it, right? CJ, one of the things I love about the way he's he's not a pocket quarterback. He's not a statue type quarterback.
Yeah.
But yet when he needs to be, he's so poised and just he doesn't panic. He doesn't scramble. He doesn't move when he doesn't need to move.
Yeah.
He puts his faith in his guys up front that they're going to do what they need to do. They got to him, I think, twice.
Yeah, I would say the defender stayed disciplined. And this is another, I know what play you took. One of those plays he took, he went down. It wasn't a sack. Right. CJ got rid of it. But the reason why, two reasons why they were able to get to him. One is just credit to the defender, right? He stayed disciplined in the play action. CJ came around.
That's the one I'm thinking
about. He didn't go with the line, right?
But take it, right.
The reason why that was able to work so effectively, Omar, is because Dameon Pierce was absolute dog shit. There was no threat of the run game. So why are you gonna even, if it's not a threat, that fails. When you run play action, that causes the play action to fail.
Right.
If you have
if they don't respect the run,
then obviously they're worried about the run. So just a couple of reasons why they were able to kind of get to him on that particular play.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely correct. The whole thing fell apart because Pierce was running the ball, right? I mean, had it been Akers or Dare or somebody back there, maybe they would have respected it a little bit more. But since it was Pierce, they were like, all right, I'm not biting on this. I'm going for the quarterback.
They have to help CJ with the run. I mean, it's non-negotiable. We can't. You can't have CJ back there throwing the ball all game.
I mean, look,
we have to have a run game, and we're saying this all premature, right? We haven't seen Joe Mixon.
That's what I was about to say.
That's the reason why we brought in Joe Mixon. So I'm not hitting the panic button. I'm good.
I'm not either. As a matter of fact, if anything, this makes me feel so much better about our situation because we've already talked about how you got to pick your poison, whether you're going to run man or zone.
Yeah.
Right. Then if you decide to run man, well, you got to pick your poison on what you're going to do there because you got a four-headed monster that you got to cover. Who are you doubling? You're not doubling anybody. Good luck with that. Right. Good luck with Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Diggs, and Mixon coming out of the backfield. Right.
And like you say,
and Schultz.
Because CJ's not a jackrabbit. CJ don't have happy feet.
Exactly.
He's poised. He goes through his progressions. He's going to find the open guy.
Yes. So now you got those two things, right? Playing against you. You can't do either one of those because he's going to get you there. Then when we start running with Mixon, you're going to have to respect that run, and that play action is going to be something of beauty to watch, man.
Omar, I know you remember back in the glory days.
Yes,
bro. In the 09 to 10 and through 12.
Where Matt Schaub would literally sit there by himself with 60 minutes to throw the ball. I mean, literally,
oh my God,
could just pick anybody apart he wanted to.
Bro, no one would even be in the frame.
Bro,
of
the entire defense would go that way.
Yeah.
And Schaub would be here by himself.
Yeah.
Literally with all the time in the world and his pick of receivers who to throw to.
So, Omar, this is remnants of the same defense. We talk about that all the time. This is of the same offensive tree, right? The Kyle Shanahan tree. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, dog, talk about the glory days. These are the fucking glory days, dog. You know how people always talk about
the glory.
I wish we would know when we were in the good old days. Nigga, we in the good old days now. Enjoy it. Enjoy this shit right now.
This is the Super Bowl run now.
This is it, man. But nah, I mean, yeah, man, we gotta we haven't had obviously we haven't been to the AFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? So those times felt great. Those times were amazing. My boy back here, Aaron Foster, loved watching him run. Loved Matt Schaub. Loved Andre Johnson, D Hop. JJ.
Right.
Yes, those were the good old days. But these are the.
Yeah. Lost you there, but for a second. But yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, we are in it. We're living it right now. We're in the mix, and it's just gonna get nowhere. It's gonna go.
MAGA.
We can't go anywhere up. But
make America great again. Make it great. MAGA.
Look, that's gonna be the next hat, right? It's gonna be a red hat with blue stitching. It's gonna say "Make the Texans great again." That's, we're gonna have to figure that one out.
that would don't flow as well, but we'll go find a way.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. We'll work with the art department. We'll have them figure it out. We'll work with the art department here at Bull Run Sports, which is you at this point.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, dude. We're just again, and you know what's funny is that like we're quick to hit the panic button, but we're also quick to like go over the top when we get like this little sprinkle. All we got was 2 drives. That was it.
That's it.
That's all we needed, right?
Bro.
Like
we didn't even talk about. Let's talk briefly real quick about the defensive side of the ball. Now, I don't. I couldn't tell if Danielle Hunter was in on all the plays. It looked like it, to me. And somebody, please in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, man. Somebody jump in. Like I say, if you're watching the live stream right now, you can join us. Join us on the stream by clicking the link. We want to that.
That's the one. That's the one right there.
I appreciate that, Billy.
Yeah,
helping us out, man. Join in on the live stream. Click the link.
Yeah, click the link in there, guys.
Get in with us. Bro.
Mikey said he's coming. He said he'd be on the way.
It looked like Danielle Hunter literally came in for one play. He got the sack on the one play.
He was in for 2.
He was in for 2.
I know for sure he was in for 2. I saw him on 2 plays. And the reason why I know for a fact he was in for 2 is because the one that he got the sack on, and another one where he got, could have been, had it been a sack, he would have been given a half a sack where he put some pressure. He put some pressure on the quarterback. I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, okay, well, we're not worried about Hunter anymore.
Oh, were we ever? Like,
yeah. Well,
the crazy thing was that sack, bro. Justin Fields looked like a rag doll. He came around the edge. Yeah. He grabbed him one hand and just threw him to the ground. I'm like, dog, Justin Fields, talking about a greased up deaf guy.
Right.
He's slippery as hell. So Justin Fields break containment of the pocket, man. Good luck with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, Danielle was like, nope.
Yeah,
get down, young brother.
That's what I'm not to say that we were worried about him, right? But again with the soft tissue thing, and then he hasn't been practicing, and it's like, what are we gonna get? We kind of know what he is. Coming off of a big sack season last season, we just have all this hype, and it's funny because I think at that point I had switched over to the Houston broadcast, and as soon as he got that sack, they're like, all right, that's it, wrap him up, he's done. Yeah, he's done. Yeah. That's it. That's all we needed to see.
Yeah,
go stick him in a cryo chamber somewhere. Like let him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's it. We don't need it. We don't need to see anymore. Just like when CJ threw that touchdown pass. That's it. Wrap him up.
Yeah, put him in bubble wrap.
Go put him in street.
Put him
clothes,
in the cargo bay of the plane.
Exactly. Same thing with Dell. Right? Dell caught that beautiful pass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody mentioned it here in the chat earlier. That late hit on that kickoff return kind of scared me a little bit.
No, well, that pissed him off. That triggered him. He was fired up. You saw him. He ran back to the huddle. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, give me the." He was like, "Give me the rock." That shit. That little late hit triggered him, bro. But I'm with you. It's dog. He's about the size of my daughter, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like you see him get hit. What did that comment say?
Talking about Fields. Fields is gonna be benched.
Well, you gotta hang on, bro. It should be the simplest thing, right? Hang on to the freaking snap of the ball.
But in comparison, right? Textbook what's supposed to happen whenever there's a bad snap, right? Our guy third war Cougar grabs it, snatches it out of the middle of the air, and then runs it back at least for a no loss, right? So it's like that's what's supposed to happen whenever that kind of, not just stumbling and bumbling.
100%, man. It looks like we got somebody that want to join us, man. You want to bring him in?
Yeah, let's get him in here. Where we at here? Look at he's shaking. He's shaking. He's so excited. He's shaking. He's so excited.
Yo. What's up, my man? What's up, man? Shout yourself out, man. What's your name? Where you from?
I know who it is, man. This your Mike, man. I'm up in here ready to talk these Texans, baby.
Let's go.
That game was something else. What big standout? What did you see? Big standout.
Yeah, what's your main takeaway, bro?
CJ looks real comfortable, man. CJ looks special.
Yeah, special is a good yeah.
He looks like nothing rattles him.
No.
Surprising. I'll tell you what was really surprising. Davis Mills looked really good.
Who's that?
Davis Mills. Like, he's a really good backup.
He's a good backup.
Let's make that 13.
Clear. He's a good backup.
He had 8 for 13 for almost 90 yards. So
he has really great pocket presence. Like, it was a lot of times they blitzed him and he would slide and just make a move. And he made one on a third down where the defensive end came around and he slid and looked like he was going to run, but he threw it to him over the middle of that first down. I was like,
that was a great play to Robert Woods.
That's a play.
Great play.
Yeah, which is another guy. It's another guy that I took some notes about. Old Bobby Trees actually had a pretty decent game today.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Omar. That's a good segue. Let's talk about the receivers, man. Robert Woods was a standout, but my main takeaway for the receivers, bro, again, and we said we were going to look out for it. John Mechie's not making this team. No. John Mechie is not making this team.
A drop pass.
A drop, and just after that was just non-existent, man. Xavier Hutchinson gets open. He gets targets. Yeah. Bobby Trees got open. He got targets. He got catches. John Mechie, for someone who's talked about so much and is said to be having such a great training camp and is one of CJ's guys. Look, Mike, we got you on the stream now. Mike took a picture of CJ with John Mechie out at church. You know what I'm saying? So obviously these guys are real tight.
Right.
These guys are real tight, man. What's up, Mike? It look like you're muted, brother.
No, I didn't know who Mechie was. I just knew who CJ was.
Oh, yeah. Nah, that's Mechie. Like, so from all we ever hear, man, they're like this. They're tight. CJ's pulling for him. CJ wants him to make this team. But at the end of the day, you gotta produce. You gotta produce out there on the field. It don't matter who your friends are. It don't matter what you've gone through, what your medical history is, what your story is. You gotta produce on the field. And man, he is just not.
I'm gonna tell you who impressed me too. And I text Omar this. I texted in the group chat. Stover, that tight end.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, that's what someone else was just saying too.
He is impressive. I think we can run a lot of double tight end sets.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but I told Omar, bro, kill us on the field, just like Gronk and Hernandez back in the Patriots days, bro. Greatest tight end duo ever, man. Couple of stand-up guys, just perfect.
He got that dog in him too. I saw him when he caught that second first down and he jumped up and got in dude's face. I was like, oh yeah, he got some dog in him. He ready to play.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, very happy with Stover.
There goes
very happy with Stover. Who we got in here, man? Who we got joining us?
But I'm telling you, it's gonna be a great year. I'm really ready to see. I can't wait till we play the Colts, because for me, that's gonna be the game for us. Because that's
the first game
in our division. And Richardson is already talking about he watched CJ win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and how it motivated him and lit a fire under him. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
That's a lot of. I mean, it's a lot of quarterbacks that feel the same way, right? But
yeah,
but at the end of the day, you gotta.
You remember, Tim, last year, even when the Texans was drafting, we were like, it's either Anthony Richardson or CJ Stroud. We were like,
oh, I wanted AR.
Anthony Richardson or CJ Stroud. And
I wanted
Indianapolis that first game. And we were watching Anthony Richardson like, damn, did we take the wrong guy? Like,
yeah, no, I've mentioned it. I've mentioned it plenty of times, man. I was an Anthony Richardson guy for sure. You know, I definitely was hoping that we would take AR. And I've said something controversial on here already. That first game, I think we're dropping that first game. I think we're taking the L that first game because, my thought is that we're going to split that's going to be the only team in our division that we're going to split with, right? I think we're going to run through the rest of the division.
I agree.
And sweep them, but the Colts, we got to lose one against them. The other one comes at home later in the year, and it's like we're honoring Andre Johnson that day. We're gonna be hype. It's gonna be later on. We're gonna get our feet up under us, man. But I think we do lose that opening day to the Colts.
Really good. If Anthony Richardson is as good as we think he is, and as good as the coaching staff is saying he is, from what he's showing. Our defense is better than theirs. We should still have a better record than them because our defense is better than theirs.
For sure.
They should give us a test, and they might. I mean, I think the Texans, in my honest opinion, should get one or two of the home field advantage spot. No, it's only one now.
It's only one. Yeah.
Well, we all got Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we can't really just count him out and say anything about him. So
no, you can't. That's the problem, man, is that you like for as much that's just to show you how good Kansas City really is, right? Whereas like for as much as we're talking about all the great things that we have as a team, the completeness of who we are, the Texans as a team on both sides of the ball, we still can't say with any level of certainty that we could take the Kansas City Chiefs. And that is how
they
good
got better.
They are. And
they got better and they got faster.
Yeah.
I mean,
they get better and they got faster. They got better and they got faster, cheaper.
Yes. With no draft picks.
A lot of
it's
money.
Not fair. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. It's gonna be tough. You know, we talked about it, man. All these games are super, super, super important. There are no layoff games. There's 17 games. You got to try to win every single one of them because, like you guys are saying, Kansas City is going to be there. Baltimore is going to be there. And what we don't want to have happen is to have to travel out there and play in their climate. We want to be here. We want to be in the dome.
Game would have been better. I really think we could have beat if we would have implemented the same scheme that the Chiefs implemented. I feel like we would have beat Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, I think we would have had a better fighting chance for sure. But man, you know, obviously we got.
I mean, they
more
did a damn good job in the first half. It was the second half.
Yeah,
for sure, man. It's gonna be tough, but we got more weapons. But it's essential that we get home field advantage. You know, we are a hot weather team, however you want to phrase that. You know, we
out on a limb. I'm about to go out on a limb and say something, and some people might find it controversial, but I don't. I watched CJ last year, surprised the hell out of me, and I'm watching him this year. I'd rather have CJ than Lamar Jackson.
That's not controversial at all.
That's not controversial. I would take knowing what I know now about CJ and knowing what I've seen so far from Lamar. I would agree with you 100%. I'd take CJ over Lamar, even with the smaller sample size that we're seeing from CJ. Lamar, I just think is a little too one-sided. He's
we talked about it before you jumped on, Mike.
CJ, other than Patrick Mahomes, maybe Joe Burrow, I'm taking CJ after that.
Absolutely.
And Joe Burrow is a maybe.
Yeah.
I think CJ is that good.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, he's in the mix of one of the top quarterbacks already, and it's he's going only into his second year, right? So these guys are veterans, so it's like, hey, of course we're gonna roll with that guy because his ceiling is still
right.
He has so much higher to go. We were talking about it, and I mentioned it again briefly before you got on, Mike, about how precise CJ is. You know, and we've seen it all last season, right? But then when you see it again in this preseason game, you're reminded, oh yeah, he's that guy.
It's amazing.
A
lot of people watch it, they don't understand, like, when a receiver runs a route. I think Justin Fields, for instance, and I like Justin Fields, but on that out route that Justin Fields threw, where he threw it behind the receiver and the DB was able to tackle him, and it was actually a catch. They didn't challenge it. But placed right. He did it a couple of times. He did it on the screen where he was supposed to throw the ball inside, and his receiver Pickens had to catch it and run outside, even though he still got the first down. CJ's ball placement on the routes that the receivers run are always it's damn near perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great example.
Either throwing it to where his receiver can get the ball, or nobody's gonna make a play on it.
Yeah, That's a great example that you brought up, because we're talking about a game of inches, right? Where'd that come from? Like the Any Given Sunday.
Yeah,
Man, it's a game of inches. What is this comment saying?
he said no one wanted to play with us 2 seasons ago, and now everybody wants to come here, and the reason is that CJ makes everyone better. It's that simple.
Yeah. So, like I say, I'll reiterate this point real quick, Mike, and to your point, his ball placement is stupid. And I know you're a big stats guy, Mikey. You know, let's go, baby.
Let's go.
You're a big stats guy, Mikey. And I said, you know, next time that we do an episode, we're gonna have these stats available with CJ versus zone and CJ versus man. CJ is a genius in zone coverage. I mean, that touchdown pass to Tank Dell, man, that was all it was all anticipation of where he was going to be, threading the needle. Obviously, Tank did the rest, but that's what CJ brings to the table. And the reason why they were able to have success against him last year, playing man coverage and, you know, maybe applying some pressure, we didn't have the tools, right? We didn't have the Omar likes this phrase, we didn't have the man beaters. We brought in man beaters. We have man beaters now. You're not going to stop Steph on playing man. You're not going to stop Nico playing, or you're not going to stop all three of them playing man.
Crazy part, even after Tank got hurt last year, CJ was #1 in the league in third down conversions over 5 yards. So when we get in the 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, he was the best quarterback in the league in the hardest down in the league.
Man,
the kid is special. The kid is extremely special.
It's impeccable, you know. And I was telling Omar earlier, you know, we can't always depend on CJ to save our ass like that, right? We got to have help from the run game. Damian Pierce is failing tremendously. Joe Mixon, obviously, we haven't seen him yet. He's going to be great. You know, we know he's going to do his thing, but Cam Akers needs to get those second team reps behind Joe Mixon, you know.
Yeah. Here's another
because, man, we can't depend on CJ to pull a rabbit out of his hat every time.
Yeah. Stroud had all the time in the world, and Tunsil wasn't even on the field.
Yeah. And we mentioned that, Omar. We mentioned that last episode. We said that, you know,
don't need to be on the field.
No.
Because every time he gets on the field, he just manages to get hurt again.
or the false starts. I know y'all hate
the false starts. Paper.
Oh man. 5 for 13 on third down efficiency. The Texans were today, almost 50%. So,
and that was without all our horse, because Diggs didn't play today either.
Nope.
Diggs ran a drive. I saw Diggs out there for a little bit. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think Diggs got in the locker room? It's like, you motherfucker, you didn't throw me the ball not once.
Receivers
he was out there. I didn't even pay attention to him being out there.
He was out there. Yeah, he was out there.
Receivers by nature. I don't think that it's that big a deal. I think people make him out to be something. I think the guy wants to win. He wants to win, and he wants you to throw him the ball. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Something interesting that I saw, guys. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Kay Adams for the Up and Adams, she interviewed a lot of the players and coaches during their time when they were in Cleveland, right? The theme, like, everyone said whenever they asked about Stephon Diggs, the first thing that they said each time was leader. They were like, leader. I mean, what an awesome thing to hear, right? You know, and they went into detail about how he's coaching the young receivers, even coaching the DBs. You know,
well, we heard a lot about that coming out of the guys from training camp as well, right? There was a lot of, I mean, it was pretty clear. And I think my man Mike dropped off for a second there. We'll bring him back if he pops back on. But we were hearing a lot about that too, because that's something that you and I were kind of pushing the panic button on a little bit when he didn't show up for OTAs. Kind of hurt our feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was feeling some type of way about it. And then he pops up at training camp. All of a sudden, he's just the biggest giver of lessons and out there helping the young guys.
The biggest cheerleader, a coach on the field. That's all the praise that you heard. And even Kay, you know, she was kind of saying, hey, I don't like, because she visited Buffalo before she met with the Texans. And she said she didn't appreciate how they were shitting on him. You know, it was like, hey, I'm a Steph guy. I like Steph.
Right.
So she was kind of pleasantly surprised to unpromptedly hear Steph's a leader. Steph's been a leader for this team. Steph has been, staying after practice, going the extra mile, doing the things that you definitely want to see from a guy who we know is a number one receiver. So that was awesome.
What was the line? God, there's a line from Remember the Titans that applies here so well. Something about something reflects leadership. Attitude reflects leadership.
That is, yeah, absolutely.
So, Diggs stepping into a position where you got a guy like CJ who's a clear-cut leader and leading by example, more importantly, right? Leading from the front, as we like to say in the corporate speak, right?
Yeah.
It's infectious. And if you have any of that in you and you are a senior type guy within your own echo chamber of, in this case, wide receivers for him,
yeah,
then it brings that out in him, right? He's like, well, CJ's our guy. He's leading us. There's a bunch of young guys here that I could be leading as well. And I have that in me as well. Let me emulate our guy and let me help these young guys so that everybody gets better.
It's
right?
awesome, man.
Iron sharpens iron, right?
I ended up watching that special, man.
What'd you think?
It's great, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
can't wait. I can't wait for the next episode. It's gonna be I hope it is in the way that I've been thinking about it, where it's an ongoing series.
Yeah, keep it going, man. It's great to see these guys, man. We just, like I say, I just like to cuddle up and bathe in Texan stuff. So being able to see the guys outside of the field and knowing their personalities a little bit more and getting that type of coverage is awesome, man.
Can we talk about two other guys here that are probably not going to get any shine anywhere?
Who that? Go ahead, yeah, for sure.
Other than on this Houston Texans channel.
Yeah, who we got?
The punter, Tommy Townsend.
I took notes on that too.
Was booting that thing. You hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
He was booting that thing.
Yes.
It was his kickoff or his punt. It was a dropped punt by the Steelers. That ball was in the air for so long that guy got confused, had no clue what to do.
100%.
Ends up muffing the punt.
100%.
Turnover. And that was all because of that punter. That kid is a mule.
Yep. You're 100% right. I took notes saying the same thing. Saying that, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what happened, Omar. And the crazy thing is we had, and I've mentioned this to you before, and you kind of dogged on me. You were like, why are we talking about punters? I missed Bill Burr. I missed Cameron Johnston, the guy who's now playing with Pittsburgh and was punting because he's a great punter. But my mind was put at ease when I saw Townsend go out there and do what he did, because you are 100% right, man. That ball has so much hang time. He started looking around. He started trying to figure things out, and he had to backpedal.
Yes, he had to back. Yeah, he had to
backpedal. He tried to, like Willie Mays, catch it, bro. And that was all caused by the punt. He outkicked the coverage,
100%.
and he had to, second guess himself. He 100% caused that muff punt and gave 100%. Us that extra possession, and that's huge in a football game.
The other thing I want to talk about is Fairbairn. We already kind of know him, right? He's a 51-yard kick right up the middle for the field goal. I mean, obviously we want 7s, not 3, but it's good that the kid can, he can fucking mule it from 51 yards, right? I mean, like that was good. I mean, he muffed the other one. He shanked the other one. It was like off to the right, but a 51-yarder is nothing to shake a stick at. You know what I mean? Like, it was good.
It's not. Are you saying that? Are you saying that optimistically? You taking that as a positive? Because I think I have a different take than you have.
Yeah, I'm taking the fact that he kicked the 51-yarder right up the middle, right down the middle, and it was good. It was a good high kick, good hard kick, and I was happy to see that. I mean, it wasn't like a 30-yard or anything. Like, it wasn't a chip shot by a long shot, right? But
it looked like our guy was able to
there he is.
Get his coverage back.
Oh yeah, I just popped out for a minute to help out.
Omar, man, I came away from this game not feeling great about so look, hey,
About
you're a
Kaimi
professional
Fairbairn.
football player. He's a veteran at this point. You got to knock
sure.
down 51-yarders. Okay, that's doing your job. I'm not going to suck your dick because you fucking knocked down. You did what you were supposed to do.
Yarders are now they should be routine almost. I mean,
What's
like
y'all wildin'.
It wasn't like
y'all saying a 51-yard field goal should be something that is expected from here on out.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So the miss is more important to me, Omar, because you know that was a chip shot. That was supposed to go in. That's supposed to be routine. I'm more focused on that than I am about the 51-yarder. And guess what? Hey, he almost set us up to not be talking about a playoff team right now, right? The only reason we won the game in Indy, you know, that drop pass on fourth down from Indy. He missed that field goal going into that drive. Right. All they had to do was score a touchdown and kick their extra point. And we're sitting here, we're talking about a team that missed the playoffs. We're not talking about the AFC champs. We're not talking about a team that beat the Browns in the first round of the playoffs.
That special punt, I heard y'all talking about the punter. Special teams get lost a lot of. Field position plays a big part in the game. And like you said, he even announced talked about it. He hung that kick.
Yeah,
he hung
he did.
Out of that. And so when you got the ball up there so long, and you got that punt returner, he looking up and he keep looking straight. He's trying to see who coming at him and looking up and looking straight.
Yeah.
Then it becomes a problem for the punt returner. And so that's why he must kick. But that was a good observation.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a good one. You know, it was things where, like I say, I was disappointed that we got rid of our guy Cam Johnston, but looked like we brought in a good one as well. I mean, he's a 2-time champion, man. You know, he was on the Chiefs for a reason. He knows what he's doing. We got a good punter. We got a good punter. If y'all want to keep it on special teams, because you want to talk about Steven Sims for a second. Another guy that looks like he's going to make this squad, and another reason as to why John Mechie is probably not going to have a roster spot. What's that?
One pass for 15 yards. I mean,
I said Sims caught a couple of good balls. Pause.
No, but he didn't. He only caught one ball.
Oh, he did? Oh, I heard his name a couple of times.
No. Do you got the stat sheet up?
I got him 1 for 15.
Really?
Yeah,
that's weird.
I heard his name a couple of times.
I did too.
What am I looking at
here? That's odd, man. It seemed like he was a lot more involved.
Right.
In the passing offense, but like I say, special teams wise, we talk about it all the time. The more you can do. John Mechie seeming like a one-trick pony. Steven Sims is out here doing this thing.
Hands.
Yeah.
Here's why you guys heard his name multiple times. I was looking at just receiving yards. He's got one punt return for 18 yards. He's got one catch for 15 yards, and then he's got a rushing one rush for 7 yards.
Okay.
Well, he was okay. To your point, he was all over.
Yeah, was a jet sweep.
He doing his Debo Samuels.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing his Debo Samuels.
Why would you not want a Debo Samuels type guy on your team to reserve a roster spot for a guy who's not producing on the field at all?
He was really disappointing. He was pretty much disappointing. I didn't like anything about what he did today.
Yeah, one catch for 7 yards for John Mechie. That's it. That's all he did.
Yeah, we can't have, like we talk about all the time. Somebody's not gonna make this team. We got a lot of good receivers out there, and they not all gonna make this team. Skoranek didn't look good today. He had some drops.
Well, run a lot of receiver sets because they use the tight end. They use him as a receiver. Like I think on the first drive when they threw that fade route on third down to him, they use him as a receiver. He splits out wide a lot of times and to get the one-on-one matchup. So we're not gonna run a lot. Who?
Skoranek?
No. The other guy. Who's our tight end?
You talking about Sims?
No, the tight end.
Oh, a tight end. You talking about Stover?
No, Stover's the backup tight end. Who's the starter?
Schultz?
Did Schultz play?
Schultz
played the first.
He did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he played.
They split him out. They split him out wide a lot. So they're not going to run a lot of 4 or 5 receiver sets when they have a tight end that they're going to utilize like a receiver.
For sure,
right?
Yeah.
But that's been our point for a long time. We've been talking about that.
Roster, you really talk about not playing a lot unless somebody gets hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's one of the points that we've been making for a while though. Is that there's a lot of wide receiver talent here, right? I mean, there's so much wide receiver talent that if you are not, if your name is not the top 3 guys, right? If you're not Diggs, if you're not Collins, if you're not Dell, then you better be able to do something else, right?
Yeah.
And in this case, Sims is doing just that, right? I mean, he's making himself as Swiss Army knife as possible.
To your point, Mikey, I get what you're saying, man. We're not gonna overextend ourselves to hang on to a lot of unnecessary receivers when we do have a lot of production at the tight end position. So you got Schultz, who we know is gonna make this team.
He says preseason. Stop breaking it down like it's a real game. This guy must be a
Cowboy. What we do
fan.
here? We overreact to things. We overreact to injuries.
Lamar's
we
a Cowboys fan
to,
for real.
To everything that we see.
Don't you come in with that negative.
You gotta worry about play stay healthy during the regular season. Yeah, okay, we get it, Lamar, but we haven't even
Lamar,
played the game
shut
yet.
the fuck up.
We get that football back. We gonna
appreciate you being here, bro.
Yeah, hey, we appreciate you being here, but shut the fuck up.
Analyzing the field. We start talking about the quality of the grass out there in a minute.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I was like, what? That's pretty funny.
No, man. Look, obviously we're breaking this down because this is the pre-season. This is the preview of what we're gonna see during the season, right?
Okay.
And it means a lot. It may not mean nothing to you as a fan watching this, but it means everything to those guys who are trying to make the team. You know what I'm saying? It means everything to John Mechie that we're talking about him right now. Like this is the man's livelihood.
Minnesota Vikings fan. I just want to let you know that. Y'all worry about putting JJ on the field, okay? Y'all get JJ on the field and not Sam Darnold.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, yeah, the Vikings. Yeah.
The Vikings. Yeah, talking about the sophomore slump. Ain't no sophomore slump.
Nah, there's not. Nah. We've talked about that extensively here on the channel. The possibility or it's not going to happen.
Well, it's almost impossible for it to happen.
Yeah.
If he has a slump, then it's his fault with the weapons he has.
But one of the things we were talking about, Mike, because we talked about this before, where the possibility of a slump is that only comes whenever you're in your rookie season, you've given all you got. And we just don't feel like CJ has gotten anywhere close to showing everything that he can. I mean, he is still growing. He's still learning. He's still growing into his position. He's doing so in such a way that it makes people feel like this has to be all this kid has. There's no way that he's any better. Right.
And not just that, Omar, but think about this. Bobby Slowick, who's an offensive genius, had the training wheels on CJ Stroud.
Exactly.
And we retaining this guy. He's coming back for another season. The training wheels are coming off.
That's right.
And you gave him, you've given him shiny new toys.
And I'm glad you said that, because I'm gonna jump off CJ real quick. Pause. And Danielle Hunter, the game that defense is going to be real.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
He gets off the line like, I mean, he was on Justin Fields' head the entire time.
Bro,
yeah,
can you
crazy.
Imagine him on one side, Will Anderson on the other?
What?
Yeah. It's going to be nutty.
It's going to be stupid.
Yeah. And obviously
now we can get a quarterback without even blitzing.
Yeah, exactly. It's
all about the pressure up front that obviously makes the secondary better. You know, it all works in conjunction. We talk about it all the time. It's a symphony. It all works together, man, and it's beautiful.
The less we have to blitz, then our corners can just play coverage.
Right.
If we can get that with a 4-man, maybe a 5-man blitz, oh my gosh! I mean, the sky's the limit for this team, man. With D'Amico coaching this team,
that's the other thing too. That's the other thing that I don't think we talk about enough.
Oh, D'Amico?
Right? Yeah, D'Amico.
You're right, man. We don't give D'Amico his shine enough, but it is still preseason.
Right.
But we know what D'Amico is giving this team, man. The not just the X's and O's, but the jolt of energy that he gives this team as a player's coach, man. Oh, he took Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to get to him, but right before we started giving D'Amico praise.
Al Shahir.
You're literally talking about a mini D'Amico. On the field, and he's mentioned this. These are words that came out of his own mouth, man. He feels like a child of D'Amico Ryans. He appreciates how tough he is on him. He's the leader of that defense, man. We got to see him out there on the field a little bit today, but I'm excited as hell to see how he contributes.
About all of this is that the AFC got worse.
What's that?
The only team that got better, unfortunately, was the Chiefs.
Yeah,
the Chargers got worse. Buffalo got worse. I mean, I'm not counting on Aaron Rodgers to do much, to be completely honest with you. I mean,
I don't know.
That's an old dude. They got to put him. They got to wrap him in bubble. We got to see about what happened with Aaron. But other than that, I mean, the only team that I look at in the AFC where I'm like, I don't want to play them, is Patrick Mahomes. He's like the only.
Yeah, but we got. I mean, the championships go through Arrowhead.
Absolutely.
There's no way around it. I mean, unfortunately, the championships go through Arrowhead, and if we want to make it to the big show and the big dance, we got to go through Arrowhead. Unfortunately, I mean, that was the first thing that you were just talking about, Mike, where you were like, "Hey, there's a possibility that we're gonna have to play them, right? I don't want to play them, but they're more than likely gonna get home field advantage. I mean, let's call it what it is, right?
Well, no, we can't allow that to happen.
I think player for player, spot for spot, barring injuries to either team, I think we can compete with them. But Patrick Mahomes is just a different cat.
Yeah,
he is. And that's why I said earlier, all the games matter. Man, we can't have no freaking Atlanta games. We can't have no Carolina games. We can't have none of these slip ups to where it's like, oh, we should win. We're favored.
The championship got to be in Houston.
What's that?
AFC championship game has to be in Houston. We have to get that game.
It has to be
in Houston.
That's my point.
We can't be going to in January. That's just not going to work.
You saw what happened to Miami. I
know, but I'm just as optimistic as any Texans fan in the world, right? I mean, the entire basis of this channel is the fact that we're going to go to the Super Bowl, right? We are winning the Super Bowl. The Texans are winning the Super Bowl this season. That's what we're claiming, right? But I'm still not walking away from the fact that as part of that journey is going to be a game that has to be won in Arrowhead Stadium.
Well, here's the thing. I think that Kansas City has gotten to that point where it's like how we watch basketball and a team is coasting through the regular season because they're going to make the playoffs and they know what to do once they get there.
Right.
I don't think Kansas City feels like they need home field advantage to necessarily get to the Super Bowl. They feel like they can probably walk in your house and win. That's why I think we need home.
I think they feel like I don't feel like that would be their strategy though. Right?
Me neither.
I feel like they would.
I don't think it was their strategy, but remember, I don't think they had home field advantage last year.
No. Well, that was the first year that they didn't, and they had to go on the road and win all the road games to get to the Super Bowl. So clearly, they can do it if it's needed. But the team is good enough. Omar, can you tell me real quick, where do we play Kansas City when we play them later in the year this year? Is that a home game or is that away?
I think it's.
I want to see, because clearly, yes, you guys are right. We need home field advantage. Home field advantage is imperative, right? And yeah, Kansas City is that are defending champs, but guess what? We're not playing 17 games against Kansas City. We got to take care of our business against the opponents that we have. And when we do play them in the regular season, we got to make sure that we handle our business.
We're at Kansas City.
Okay. Well, hey, guess what? That's
December.
a tough game. When is it?
December.
Yeah, man.
That's the Christmas week game.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, guess what? I would rather play them in the regular season there and try our damnedest to get the win there instead of having to face them in the playoffs. In that climate. You know what I'm saying?
If our aspirations is to go to the Super Bowl, we're gonna have to see Kansas City. We're gonna have to see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see Kansas City.
Barring some tragic Pat Mahomes injury, like what happened to Tom Brady in 2012 or 11, whatever year that was, where he tore his knee up. I mean, we're gonna have to see those guys. I mean,
that's a good point. We played the Ravens 4 days later. I guess we're all on the same page. The Ravens don't scare us as much as
Lamar
Chiefs.
throw. That's how you beat the Ravens.
Yeah, I think our defense is better now than we were in the playoff game.
So Clips is saying
I don't think it's about containing Pat Mahomes in the pocket. He's better in the pocket than he is on the run.
100%.
Yeah, bro. But I'm not sure how many times he's had to. I mean, again, if we stay healthy, right? We're talking about Will Anderson, and we're talking about Harris coming off the. I mean, not Harris. Hunter.
Yeah,
coming off both edges. I mean,
yeah. So containment for a quarterback is a little.
I don't give a damn if we had Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White on the ends. Patrick Mahomes is scary.
Yeah,
he is. It was a crazy stat that I saw just recently, man. They say the only 2 designed runs for Patrick Mahomes the entirety of last season came in the second half of the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
You know he got that tool. It just didn't pull out the tool until it mattered. I mean, think about how crazy that is. You know the boy can run. You know the boy can scramble. You know the boy can get yards. He's a pocket passer. He's a pure pocket passer.
Mahomes breaking the pocket does not scare me because I think he's going to run. It scares me because I think he's going to break the pocket and find somebody in the left corner of the end zone and throw it across his body, and the guy's going to be wide open and catch it. And it's going to be
throwing it against the grain, jumping to the left, throwing to the right.
I put y'all the video group chat where they're practicing behind the back passes, screens, like he's doing like Steph Curry passes, LeBron James passes behind the back to his running back. I'm like, stupid. They're bored. They're literally bored while they're practicing this stuff. We're not gonna throw regular passes no more. No, we throw it behind.
They'll be like, you know what we're gonna do today? Well, Pat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna blindfold you. You see, and
give you a little bit of a challenge this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some Jedi mind trick shit.
3 Super Bowls for you, the chance to three-peat. I mean, geez, that. And that's off. And what people fail to realize is that is really off the back of Pat Mahomes. These last 2 Super Bowls, he had no business winning, especially the one against Philadelphia. He had a bum ankle.
Right.
Yeah.
He had no business winning those Super Bowls.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. They chasing history that makes them dangerous because it's not like they ain't got nothing to play for. They want that. They want to be a dynasty. Pat Mahomes wants to be considered one of the greatest ever. They want to be the first team to three-peat.
Appreciate you stopping in, Will.
What he will say? You drop them off before I can read them. I can't. I'm a little illiterate, bro. I can't read that fast.
You don't read good?
Will, like I said, we'll reiterate it. I don't know how much longer we're gonna stay on, man. But just want to reiterate it to people that's still watching this live. Come on with us, just like our man Mikey is here. You can hop on the stream and chop it up with us directly right now. We're doing this experimental thing. Like I say, so far it's been good. Mikey, you're an incredible guest, man. We appreciate you being here.
First of all, that's not what this is. Y'all just forgot to tell me that this is what we was doing, so I could be on regularly.
Yeah, we've been here.
I've been asking for this for the longest.
Yeah, this is the first time we've done this kind of a setup. So yeah, this is
for sure.
Well, one thing we're definitely going to do is we should, when we race these 40-yard dash times, we should make that an episode, and we got to record that.
Oh man!
And that has 100%.
That got to be on the joint.
So, guys, what he's referencing right now, and we will definitely document it. All right, we got a fantasy league all together. A lot of the guys that are chiming in are within our group chat of our fantasy league. To determine the draft order this year, we are going to run 40-yard dashes, and whoever has the best time is going to get the first pick, so on and so forth, and that's going to determine the draft order. I'm going to be honest, It's been a good decade since I've ran a full-on sprint. Man, even playing like rec basketball, like I'm not out there charging and stuff like that, bro. We might legitimately get hurt, but we need to have an ambulance on standby.
We definitely need to have the ambulance on standby. That's for sure.
I'm going to be all right.
Nah, not me. I'll let you know that right now. I got look, it's not for another 7 days. I gotta start stretching now. You hear me? Like you know what I'm saying? I gotta limber up now.
Yes.
I already wake up sore, so and that's just from working.
No, man. I look, I gotta start stretching now, brother. Because if not, I'm gonna be up there hobbling, I'm holding my hamstrings and shit. It's holding my sides.
Flag football after that, so we'll loosen up.
Oh hell no, I definitely ain't doing that. I'm taking.
No, we're gonna make a day out of it, man. We're gonna have a good time.
I got. There's a good little breakfast spot right down the road from the high school we're gonna be at. That's where you're gonna catch me knocking back a stack of pancakes. yeah, exactly, bro. But yeah, man. It's that's gonna be interesting. That's definitely one we're gonna need to figure out and put up.
So now to Will's point, man. Will, this is the reason why we're on here, man. Bull Run is essentially us preemptively recapping the Texans Super Bowl run. It's our assertion that we definitively know that the Texans are winning the Super Bowl this year for many reasons, for multiple reasons. I would dare say that the Texans have put the pressure on themselves because they know it as well. They know 7 is great. They know 7 is under a team-friendly rookie contract. No, we got to bring in the guys, spend the money while we can, and we retain Bobby Slowick. We know all of these things are a huge factor. So this year has to be the year.
100%.
Okay? So,
100%.
Will, man, you still here with us? We right there with you, brother. You know, and like I say, the Texans know it. Nick Caserio knows it. Like the organization knows this is the year.
All the weapons on offense. They knew. They said, "Oh my God, we got something special." And it's why CJ is on that rookie contract. Now you can pay premium prices for a Stephon Diggs. You can pay for a Danielle Hunter. You can pay for other defensive pieces and go out there and stack the deck of Joe Mixon because you know your quarterback is special. Why you got him on a rookie contract? Because it's a cap league. Surround him right now before you got to pay him, and then you can't put all those kind of pieces around him.
Yeah, and then even if you get to a point to where you have to pay him, right? The pieces that are around him are likelier to take team-friendly deals to stick around because they know what this is, right?
Tom Brady, free agents as well. I mean, we already seen it with Danielle Hunter.
Yeah, exactly.
Indianapolis was going to pay him more money. But he wanted to come to a contender.
I think we should go out and get Juju Smith-Schuster on the cheap because they just got released from the Patriots.
Did he really?
Yeah, he got released from the Patriots today.
That's interesting. But the last thing we need is more receivers.
More receivers, yeah.
I mean, depth is depth. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. But
we need a running back.
Four receivers set out there with Tank Dell, Juju Smith-Schuster,
Stephon. Interesting that he got released.
He got released, and
it's not like they got a stable of receivers out there.
So they didn't.
Look, it says it. Somebody commented this on Instagram because I'm looking at Rappaport. Because Rappaport, he's the one that broke the story. Somebody said, if you're a wide receiver and you get released by the Patriots, you got some serious soul searching to do.
Exactly. That's
young guys. They're a young team now. They just want to put it was no use for them to have him now. I mean, they're not trying to win.
I can see that.
What's the point? Might as well cut him and save some money.
Yeah.
Hey, he gonna end up on a team that potentially could have him and John Mechie because I am under the 1,000% belief that John Mechie is gonna be in somebody else's training camp in the next couple weeks, man.
Yeah, Juju. I think Juju will end up in Cleveland. Juju's gonna end up in Cleveland. Watch.
All right, fellas. When I'm jumping off, it was good. How boys?
Appreciate you being here, brother.
All right, brothers.
Later.
Yeah, we got to do it again, man.
So,
good stuff, man.
Yeah, good stuff, man. I think that's about it, bro.
Juju getting fired on his day off is wild.
Mike brought up a good point, though, man. When you're in rebuild mode, you know,
you don't want to spend big money on the assets. Listen, folks, if you're in the stream with us right now, depending on where you came from, because we're also going live on the Retro Hoops Collectibles page. If you haven't, heading on over to the Bull Run Sports page, head on over to the Bull Run Sports page, and please like the live stream, subscribe if you haven't already, hit your notification bells and all that stuff. Those of you that know me from the Retro Hoop side, we're doing some content over here for right now. We're documenting this, what we feel is or what we know is the Houston Texans Super Bowl run this season. And so we're going to be covering all the late breaking news, all of the movements. So if you want to be up to date on everything Houston Texans this season, as we go through what is going to be our first Super Bowl run,
historic,
please subscribe, check in, and hit that notification bell so you can get.
What was your adult beverage, Omar? We talked about.
So I primed a little bit, obviously with my brown. What I have today, 1835 and some soda. And then this is just my little late night hype.
Oh yeah, the high noons ain't bad. They're pretty good.
Yeah, those are pretty good, man. I mess with dog. You know me, dog. I'm not a beer guy. I just never acquired the taste, I suppose.
I feel that.
So yeah, I'm brown liquor and then these little seltzer high noon joints been pretty good.
They get the job,
especially when it's hot outside, and you know what I mean. You don't really want liquor's kind of. You know what I mean? It's kind of like thick, and you don't really want to fuck with that when it's hot outside. So that's good.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, just echoing what you're saying, man. Hey, bro, I was at the liquor store, and they had a rep. They had a whiskey rep out there, and I'm talking to the guy. He's trying to sell me on some whiskey, but I went into the liquor store specifically to get Jack because I was feeling like Jack that day, and the guy was like, "Hey, take a sip of this." You know, he was like, "I think you're going with this over Jack." And I told him, I was like, "Bro, I don't even consider Jack Daniel's whiskey in the same like family of whiskey. It's like either you want Jack or you want whiskey." Yeah. And he was like, "Damn, you know what?" He was like, "Kind of right." I love Jack. Tequila and Coke, bro. Tequila and Coke is a weird combo for me, dog. I'm gonna be honest.
So what you do is you do the tequila, you do the Coke, and then you just a little lime.
What? And then you shove a tube up your ass and take it like that because it don't taste good.
Come on. you never really mess with tequila and Coke? I've had that before. Man. It's pretty good. I'll either do tequila and Coke, or I'll do tequila and like we'll do like a tequila and like squirt. You know what I'm talking about? Like the either that or like a Sierra Mist or something. It's not Sierra
Mist. I think my boy Jesus has done that combo before with the squirt. The Coke though, man, I can't get down with the tequila.
Yeah, I've done the Coke too. It's all right. I mean, it's whatever. Look, man, especially when it comes to tequila, right? Because tequila is probably one of the healthier liquors to fuck with, right? Because it's not like potato based or it's not like mash based. Right, it's like it's an agave based liquor. So if you're messing with that, sometimes with whatever you got on hand, right? Like me, I'm a brown liquor guy. I got 6-7 bottles of brown, and then I got maybe 1 bottle of tequila, and even then it's Centenario because I don't really fuck with any other kind of tequila. But yeah, man, it's good stuff. All you need is Jack Single Barrel. Yeah, Single Barrel is good stuff, man. I got 2, but I keep a spare bottle of Single Barrel.
You got that secret.
No. I like I keep a barrel that I'm drinking. I keep a bottle that I'm drinking out of, and then a full one.
Yeah.
After that, so I always keep 2 on deck.
Got you.
And that's usually what I'll offer. Like if you come over and you want to drink, that's what I'll offer. Like, hey man, I got some really good single barrel. It's good stuff.
I got the Crown and Coke right now, man, but I don't disagree. For me, it's tequila on ice. And Jack on ice. I'm with you. I haven't tried the single barrel on ice yet. I gotta do that. But
tequila on ice with some lime. You know what I'm saying? That hits too.
Yeah.
Again, absolutely. Man, it's all about the mood, right? If it's wintertime, kind of cold outside, you jamming, Yeah. A little brown and Coke. That's always a good mix.
And hey, that's what we about to do, bro. This season, like I say, we're gonna enjoy the hell out of the ride because take it from us right now. Me and Omar are telling y'all, if you are not of the belief that we are, dog, hop on the wagon, bro. This is the year. Enjoy every game. Enjoy it like you're watching the history in the making.
That's right.
At the end of the day,
understand what you're watching here.
Yeah, it's the Super Bowl. That's how I'm taking every game. I'm gonna have my adult beverage every single game because I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it, man. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride.
Hey, you know what? And fuck what Lamar's talking about. God damn it.
Yeah, bro. This is what we do on this channel. This is what we do.
Goddamn
Yeah,
Cowboys
goddamn,
fan.
we
You know that motherfucker's a Cowboys fan. I mean, just
right.
look at him. Look at him. He looks like a Cowboys fan.
Come on, bro.
He looks like he's got a Dak Prescott jersey in his closet.
Hey,
No. You know what? No.
Blue Jordans with the blue Jordans and the jeans.
No. You know who we got? That's a Jason Witten fan right there. He's got a Jason Witten jersey.
Jason Witten's the real MVP.
My man's got a Jason Witten fan. Jesus called us out, bro.
Yeah, no, he's right. He's right.
We're planning it, Jesus. We're planning it, bro.
We are.
We're looking at options. We're trying to figure out schedules because, bro, we ain't got but maybe 2 more weekends to go. We got. You know what? And let me see what the odds are.
Yeah, I mean, and after the more that Vegas sees CJ, the more that the odds are gonna decrease, right? And the less money that we're potentially gonna make on this bet. So I wouldn't be surprised if the line has already moved, Omar.
Nah.
But no, Jesus is right. We're trying to get on it. What our last update, what we were trying to do, we were talking about it off camera, was catching a bus to go out to Louisiana, to go out to Lake Charles. But I'm of the belief that we are definitely 100% gonna encounter somebody jacking off on the bus. And my fear is that I'm gonna get cummed on, and I don't want to get cummed on. It's not something that I have in my bingo cards for 2024 as I'm trying to enjoy the Texans. So I would much rather not enjoy that.
Back up.
The guy.
Listen, for those of you that don't know, me and my man were big Dave Chappelle fans, so you're gonna catch a lot of Dave Chappelle references on here. 100%. Not only from the TV show, but from the stand-up shows, just all of them. Killing Me Softly. You're gonna get all the old stuff.
The goat.
All right, so we got a question here. 12-5. What are the thoughts? I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. What did I predict? Hold on.
I think yours was 11-6, Omar. My prediction was 13-4, but I do realize that my prediction was a little delusional because I had us losing no games at home. So I backtrack. So hey, the 12-5 may actually be on point. I'm not mad at 12-5 at all. My adult beverage is getting to me a little bit. It's starting to
hitting like a disrespectful stepdaddy, huh? All right, so here was mine right here. So I had us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had us 12-5, baby. I'm with you.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm right there with you.
That is.
I knew I kind of had a feeling that I had it at 12-5 because
you got us losing to the Chiefs. So that's what we were talking about earlier, man.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about, man.
That's a game that we got to win. We got to win that game.
I know we got to win it, bro, but man,
that could be the difference in home field advantage. We got to figure out how to win that game.
Hey, look, Jesus, I'm gonna tell you like I tell people all the time, man. The only thing I'm scared of is dinosaurs, brother, and there ain't no more of them around. You feel me? So we're gonna make that bet. Believe me,
we're gonna make the bet.
We're gonna make the bet.
If worst case scenario, Omar, if we can't make it out,
we'll find a local bookie or something. We're gonna have to,
yeah. So it's not a fear of
that's gonna get made.
Losing money. No,
yeah.
I mean, that's, if anything, I'm scared of not cashing in on the guaranteed money. That's what I'm scared of. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we're considering. We're considering it guaranteed money.
Yeah,
right. It's a lock. We're saying it's a lock.
It's a lock, baby. You heard it here.
Plus 1,600. It's a lock. That's the biggest lock I've ever seen in my life. Raymond's in the house. Chiefs not winning the division this year. Trust me. Hey, we're hoping that's the case.
Hey, he said the division. He didn't say the conference. Did you hold on? Did you mean conference or did you really mean division? Because who's in that division, Omar? Who's in the division? The Raiders,
give me one
Chargers.
They're AFC North, right?
No, they're the West. They're the West. So it's Kansas City, Chargers,
Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. Well,
how are they not gonna win the division, Raymond? Like they got the division on lock. Who are you considering, or did you mean conference? If you mean conference,
I think he
then
means
I'm with you.
conference, bro.
Yeah. He had to admit conference because there's no way they're not.
Yeah,
winning
there's
the
no way
division.
they're not winning their division, bro. Against the Raiders and the Broncos.
Yeah. No, that's not possible.
Clips got us going 1-on-1 against the Jags.
I don't believe in the Jags.
I don't see
man.
that. I don't
I
see
don't
that
believe in the
happening,
Jags.
bro.
Like I say, the only AFC South.
You got us going 1-1 against the Colts, right?
Yes, 100%. That's the only team that I see us splitting with. We're gonna run through the rest of the division.
I think so too.
The Jags ain't for real, man, and they got worse. Like Mikey was saying, man, they got worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
buddy. Yeah, we're still plus 1,600 on that odd. So
it went down. I thought we were plus. We originally were plus 1,800, right? And then we dropped.
No,
to
we were
17.
originally plus 1,600, and we went down to plus 1,500. So
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get that. We got to get them odds in there.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do it. There's absolutely no fear of I don't know if you meant like us fearing like putting the money down. No, I say, I'm scared that we not gonna get in on this guaranteed money, bro.
So I did reach out to our man John and had him explain the odds because I really wasn't 100% clear on that. So a plus 1,600 is for every $100. So for every $100, it's on a plus 1,600 odd. You get 1,600. So you bet 100 to win 1,600.
That's a lot of.
So if I put $1,000 bet on the Texans to win the Super Bowl, I'm getting 16 bands back.
100%. That's a lot of shackles, bro. Yeah,
bruh. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. So no, it's a must that we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring y'all that coverage of however we do it. If we go with a shady bookie, we may not post that.
Yeah.
But we are gonna bring the coverage of the of us doing our 40-yard dashes, which Omar, I'm fucking dreading, bro. This is about to be crazy. I think you muted, my guy. Or your volume went down a little bit.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm 3 months off my surgery that I had. So
yeah, that's fucking right.
I've packed on like an extra 25 pounds in those last 3 months.
Hey, so you were the one that was championing this.
Oh, I'm still championing for it. Listen, like I said, bro, dinosaurs is the only thing I'm scared of. And ain't no more of them jokers around. You feel me?
Oh.
Which is why you won't catch me on Komodo Island, because that's the only dinosaur that's left on the face of this earth.
Facts.
Komodo
that's
dragon.
Facts.
So,
dog, you in the league, you in the fantasy league with a lot of black dudes, bro. Like
that's okay.
Hey,
hey, have you seen some of them brothers?
I haven't actually. You know what? And that's the fun thing, bro. Like we have the group chat with them. We're constantly talking shit on a daily basis. Majority of these guys I haven't met. I'm looking forward to actually like kicking it, man. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Next live is when. So the next live stream clips is gonna be after the next. We're gonna commit to doing a live stream after every game.
Yeah.
So right as the game ends,
and after the Super
9,
Bowl, we will be here.
and at the Super Bowl and throughout the playoffs, we're gonna do live streams. But our goal is to do one at the end of every game, and then give you at least a preview of that game, like our thoughts of prior to the game, the day of. So there's going to be a piece of content you'll be able to watch the day of the game, which is going to be our thoughts and our previews on the game itself. And then after the game, we're going to do a live session like this.
And look, Omar, kudos to us. We've been super consistent. We've damn near been bringing daily content. So there's daily content on this channel with news updates, with rumors. I mean, just constant content all the time. Yeah. Yeah, he's right.
I like
you must get a Biden too.
I like his.
Clips. Hey, like I said, like I've been shouting out all this whole live, man. Join us. Feel free. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have in my opinion, Omar has the perfect setup, man. His setup is amazing because, hey, that's what my man does. My setup is all right. It's subpar. I want to get mine to the Omar level. No matter what your setup is, man. When we do a live, you are more than welcome. Anybody watching us right now, you're more than welcome to hop on the live and chop it up.
Those of y'all that were long enough to see my man Mike, obviously he's a good friend. He's a good friend of ours, so we know him. He wasn't on here because he was a good friend of ours. He's on here because he clicked on the link and he joined us. Right?
It's open. It's
you guys
open.
Are more than welcome to jump on.
Everyone.
So, but yeah, man, we got to go get that. We got to get that bet in so we can cash in on this free money that's out there for us to get. Even though Vegas
100%, bro.
Vegas don't believe it too much.
Man, like I say, my adult beverage is kicking in. We might need to get off where I say some
facts. Yeah, before I start pulling guns out and stuff, it's gonna get weird. I only say that because I'm like building some shit over there. I got fucking parts laying all over the place. But listen, guys, we appreciate y'all being here. There's 10 of y'all in here right now. Again, if you came from the Retro Hoop side, please jump on over to the Bull Run Sports side and subscribe and like the live stream if you're in here. That way you guys can get notified. Again, we're going to do one of these after every game. And the goal right now for us, we got maybe 3 more weeks to reach this goal, which is to hit 1,000 subscribers before the beginning of the season, before week 1. We're really close to that. So if you guys can help us out, hit that subscribe button, share it with your buddies. We try to put out some content every morning. Like my man Tricky said, every morning we try to put out a piece of content that you can enjoy on your drive into work or some content on the way back home from work so you can listen on your commutes. And so anything that you guys can do to support that, we'd appreciate it. So
it's a fun fucking season, man.
Oh,
I mean, I've never felt more confident in a team winning a championship, our city, than I do right now, man. It's gonna be a fun ride all season, man. So definitely hit the subscribe button, rock with us, roll with us, man. It's a community. Hit us up in the comment section, join us on the lives, all that, man. I love my boy Omar. This is my guy. All right. But I want to see more of y'all. I need to see some fresh fucking faces.
Yeah, we need some faces.
I want to see more people in here. I want more.
You know what? We want. You know who else we want in here? We want the haters in here, like my man Lamar, who we told to shut the fuck up for talking shit.
Yeah, fucking Lamar.
Hey, if you think that your team is gonna be the one to shit on our parade, then come on in here and tell us why. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke.
Yeah, every week I would love to have somebody from the opposing team come on here and plead their case of why they think they gonna get the best of us on the field, man. So hey, we open. We open, bro. We want the smoke. We want fucking smoke. Let's go.
All right, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna log off before we say something stupid and keep drinking. Appreciate y'all as always. Catch y'all on the next video. Love y'all. Peace.